Hello everyone, it's so nice to be back home, and if you guys haven't been following me on Snapchat or Instagram stories, you might not have seen that I was in London and in Paris. I did just recently upload my Portland vlog, so if you want to see me hanging out with my friends Tammy and Brian, her fiance, as well as our friend Dana, who we went to Portland to visit, please go ahead and check out my vlog down below. I'll go ahead and list it in the top of the description box. But basically I wanted to start off this March favorites by letting you guys know that I'm going to give you a quick beauty update as well as walk you through my airplane skincare essentials, because I did receive a lot of requests for what I use while flying. First, let me start off by saying I didn't have lip injections. This is Burberry's amazing Lip Velvet, their liquid lipstick, which is not drying. This is the only color I have, and I just kind of draw slightly outside my lip line to make it look a little bit fuller. I did receive questions in my last foundation video. A lot of people have been asking how I blow dried my hair. It's the same all around. I just use my T3 blow dryer, my T3 brushes. I still have a love-hate relationship with my short hair, but the best thing about my short hair is that it's ultra convenient. It dries super quickly, and T3 makes it super easy. So I don't really have any real secrets. I've done a lot of videos on how I style and blow dry my hair. I do think that it has a lot to do with my hair care as opposed to the styling. Some of you guys have also asked me what hair color I'm using. This is my natural hair color. I do still have some bleached ends here that I'm still in the process of slowly chopping away at, but I think I covered the most pressing questions that I received in the last few weeks. So let's get started with my March favorites. Due to all my workout activities, I really can't have long nails. Trying to do pull-ups and hold the barbell is really difficult when you've got long nails. I know some girls can do it, but I simply cannot. So I keep them short, and my favorite polish at the moment is Chanel's gel. I feel like they do the best color range. I still adore my Louboutin colors, but the Chanel gel polish formula dries so fast, and I absolutely adore both the base as well as the top coat. But today I'm going to share with you my top 3 shades, the first of which is 548 Blanc White. It's a brighter version of Sweet Charity, and I love both shades, but I think Off-White is easier to wear. There's a slight pearl in it, which brightens up the hands, and I have very wrinkly fingers, so it kind of makes them look a little bit more ladylike. I like Tulle as well, but I find that it can look a little too bright. Even though it is SoCal and we are seeing a little bit more sun, I feel like for now I probably will reserve this for my toes. Tulle is a beautiful shade, and it actually isn't very patchy at all. I think Chanel has done a really miraculous job with their pigmentation. It's quite smooth and it dries so fast, so you do have to work quickly with steady hands. It's a lot harder to swatch with a steady hand on camera, but I'm hoping this will show you an idea of how the polishes look as they go on. Now, my favorite nude is beige, and everyone seems to be obsessed with organdy. Even my mom and my younger sister absolutely love organdy. They've used up 2 bottles already. But my favorite nude from Chanel's lineup is beige, and it is a little bit on the tan side. I would say more of a sandy beige color on me, but I love the warmth in it. I find that this is the perfect professional nude, and it's an everyday shade that looks really clean and classic. I can't rave about them enough. They're pretty much all that I wear lately. Now, for the 2 makeup essentials that saved my butt while I was traveling, I have been using the Hourglass Voyeur liquid liner a lot. This is a fairly waterproof formula as it's advertised. I would say that it only gets crumbly after 8 hours. The felt tip applicator on mine is finally starting to wear down just a touch, because I do like an extra sharp fine point to my winged liner. If you're looking for more bang for your buck, I would recommend Lancome's Art Liner, but I do really like this, and I think that the Hourglass is something that I would repurchase. Now for the Armani number 23 Matte Eye Tint. I was using this alone while I was abroad, and honestly it's so sleek. It dries down to an almost matte finish. I don't have to wear an eyelid primer underneath because it doesn't move around. I've tried tons of liquid eyeshadows, but I just like a really sleek, polished, matte look, and this fits the bill perfectly. Now, before we get into airplane beauty, I want to mention that I will be doing a Europe haul just because I did find so many cool things in Paris and I did buy some interesting things in London. After trying this for the first time in Paris, I knew I would have to talk about it with you guys immediately, even before I have a chance to film that haul. I still have to edit my Paris vlog with Shirley and my London vlog as well, so there's so much coming your way. I hope you guys can stay tuned. Please be patient because there's so much footage that I have to sift through. But this Darphin Aromatic Purifying Balm is probably one of the best skincare products under $75 that I've ever found and tried. It not only smells incredibly relaxing, but it actually does a whole lot of good for your skin. It's just one step, so you just put this on, massage it into your skin, and let it work its magic overnight, and you'll wake up to clearer, more balanced skin. When I first discovered cleansing balms and these kind of skincare moisturizing balms in college, I used to be really intimidated by them. I just felt they weren't right for my combination skin, but now that I have dry skin, I'm all about the balms and the oils and all the stuff that used to scare me. So my taste has changed because my skin has changed, and this is just one of those gems that I think you absolutely need to try. This is definitely holy grail status. Now for the airplane trifecta that kept my skin hydrated and happy throughout the really cold, dehydrating weather. Many of you know how much I am dedicated to my 111 Skin Eye Gel. It is the best eye care product I've ever tried, and even though it costs an arm and a leg, I always go back to it because I can't find anything better. However, this Sulwhasoo Hydro Aid Moisturizing Lifting Eye Serum comes pretty darn close, and it's a fraction of the cost, so I highly recommend it. I got this as a sample when I purchased a bunch of Sulwhasoo in Korea, and I've always saved it for a trip. This is actually a little on the thicker side, but it works really well, and it's the closest dupe that I've ever come across, so I highly recommend this. I am in general a huge fan of Sulwhasoo, as many of you guys know, and this probably does not help as much with my dark circles, but it does provide the same amount of hydration for my under eye area without causing those unsightly bumps called milia. So do give this a try. I will go ahead and link it down below, as always, in the description box. Now for two products from Estee Lauder's Re-Nutriv line. I've never tried anything from this line before, but we fell head over heels for this, and we, as in Shirley and I. Let me start with the Ultimate Lift Age Correcting Mask because Shirley prefers this one to the oil. This Ultimate Lift Mask can be worn overnight or used on the plane. We just slathered it on because it smelled so good. It has the most incredible, ever so slightly fruity floral scent, and when I got off the plane, I noticed that my skin, even though it was still dehydrated, I couldn't visibly see the surface dryness as badly as I usually do when I get off a flight. It has a great fluffy texture, almost like it's whipped. It doesn't have an oily residue. Now, even though I love the mask and Shirley prefers the mask, I actually think that the Ultimate Lift Rejuvenating Oil is something that I will constantly go back to. I leave my heater on for most of the day and I take extremely hot showers, so I know that's bad for my skin, but I can't resist. So oils are the best way to replenish my skin's moisture barrier. The oil is something that anyone can use. You can just add a couple drops into your moisturizer, and that's a tip that Shirley thought was really helpful because she always thought she had to use an oil alone, but 2 or 3 drops added to your moisturizer doesn't change any chemical components. It just adds an extra boost of hydration. If you have tired, dull, dehydrated, or just dry skin in general, this is going to become an essential in your skincare routine. Last but not least, I wanted to talk to you guys about my Kate Somerville cleansers. My friend Sabrina of the Beauty Lookbook was raving about these cleansers, and I have been using Clarins and Foreo for a long time. As many of you guys know, you've probably seen them multiple times, but because I've been struggling with a lot of congestion, or especially blackheads around this side of my face, I don't know why more the left side than the right side, but because of that, I've been using the EradiKate Daily Cleanser, which is an acne treatment. This has a very pink clay-ish texture, whereas the ExfoliKate cleanser is the Daily Foaming Wash, which has a very uplifting, brightening, almost citrusy fragrance, very similar to the Clarins. And I keep this one in the shower, whereas I keep this one near my sink. Plus these come in very generous tubes, 4 ounces of product in each cleanser, so I do think it is very much worth the money. I'll stop rambling and show you a quick view of my Kenzo sweater that I got in Paris. Thank you to Shirley for helping me pick this out. But you'll see the rest in my Paris haul video, so keep an eye out and I'll see you all next time. Bye!